today. The topic we are going to discuss, this is the week 1 lesson. So before we start the formal topic for each week, I would like to give you a short, briefly review about grammar, like English grammar. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the first is sentence structures in English. You do need to have ideas about English sentence which is really different from Chinese. So here we are going to discuss like the two big parts about sentence structure. The first one is we call simple sentence. Simple, that means really easy. And then basically the structure is subject, verb, and object. So when you read an article, you want to understand the meaning without translating or without use Google Translator, you can use this sentence structure to analyze that sentence. So you need to find out the subject, and which usually is the main person or the main noun at the beginning of the sentence. And then you have the verb, use like either be verb or action verb, different kind of verbs after the subject. And then you have the object. For example, here the first sentence I give you, John reads a book every day. So in the sentence we can see that the start with John, which is the subject, the person, and then what the person does is reads a book every day. So read is the verb, and because the John is third person singular, so here every day this is his habit. That's why you will see read, you need to add s after that. And the object will be a book. So John reads a book every day. This is a simple sentence structure. Second one, John read a book last night. There's one big difference between Chinese and English, which is verb tenses. In Chinese, we will not change the verb when we talk about different time period, like today, yesterday, last night, in the future, tomorrow, next weekend. We just add this time phrase into our sentence. However, in English, they do change the form with verb. So here, John read the book last night because what he did happened last night, which is the past. So here you will see the verb need to change the form from reads become read. Okay, so here the same subject, John. So John read a book. A book is the object here. The third sentence here I gave you is John will finish reading the book this weekend. So we can say this weekend, this is the future time. So the verb here, you need to change the form, become will finish. So John will finish reading. Okay, will means future. But don't forget, when you have will after that, you need to add a regular verb. Here it's finish. So John will finish reading the book this weekend. So you have subject, John, and the verb become like a phrase. So will finish reading is like the whole verb phrase here. The book is the object this weekend, which means the time. John and Mary read the book. John and Mary read books in the reading club. So the reading club could be the extracurricular activity John and Mary attend. So here, be careful. You have two people as the subject, John and Mary. Here are two people. So the subject become the plural noun. And then your verb, read, you will keep a regular form. So John and Mary read books is the object in the sentence. And in the reading club, which means explained where or when they read books. The last sentence on this slide, you can see Mary read a book and wrote a note. So here, Mary is the subject. And then you can see the verb, she read a book and wrote a note. So here you can say, even though there are two verbs, but you use and to combine these two verbs, And we will see this read a book and wrote a note as one action to one thing Mary did. So it's still this, we consider this as a simple sentence. So Mary, the subject, read and wrote, both are verbs in this simple sentence. A book and a note, both are the object in the sentence. So this is the idea of a simple sentence. Next one, we are going to see the sentence structure called compound sentence. Okay, when we have compound sentences, that means we have two simple sentences joined with a conjunction. Conjunction, usually you can hear, you will hear people say fun boys, which means for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So we choose the first letter of each conjunction and put it together, that we call fun boys. If you want to write a compound sentences, then you need to use this one of these conjunctions and combine two simple sentences together. So let's look at the example here. The sun is shining, but I still feel cold. So here are two simple sentences. The sun is shining. So the sun is the subject in the first simple sentence. It's the be verb, shining. I still feel cold. So I is the subject in the second simple sentence. Feel is a verb here for the second simple sentence. So you want to combine, put these two simple sentences together, but the meaning on either one is opposite, it's different. So you use but to combine it. So you say the sun is shining, but I still feel cold. The second one, Mary wanted pizza, yet Jeff wanted hamburgers. So again, you can see two simple sentences here. Mary wanted pizza, Jeff wanted hamburger. So they want different things. And then you use yet, which is similar meaning as but, to combine these two simple sentences. The third sentence here, my mom is a nurse and she has to work this evening. So here you use and to combine both two simple sentences. My mom is a nurse, so the first sentence explains her job. And what happened, you use and to connect the second simple sentence. She has to work this evening. So you explained the situation and what she needs to do in the evening. The last one, the grass is getting long, so Dad will have to cut it this Friday. So the grass is getting long. This is the first simple sentence. So after this conjunction, you are adding the result here. So because the grass is getting long, that's why Dad will have to cut it this Friday. So Dad will have to do something. Okay, so here you can see these 4 example sentences shared with you, and then you can see the structure that we call compound sentences. So next, I'm going to give you 5 sentences, and I would like you to stop the video for a few minutes and then try to read the sentence carefully, and then you need to identify that either the sentence is a simple sentence or a compound sentence. Okay, so you may pause the video here and come back in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back here. I hope you have your answer with you. So let's do a quick discussion here. The first one, the grass is getting long, so Dad will have to cut it this weekend. Okay, this is from our example sentence, so you should not get wrong, alright? This we say so to combine the 2 simple sentences. So this is a compound sentence. Second one, our class is going to the library today and I need a new book. So the first sentence here, you can see our class is going to the library today. You have subject, our class, verb is going to, the library is the object. Okay, and then you combine the two simple sentences. The second simple sentence is I need a new book. So this is also a compound sentence. The third sentence, Marissa and Jan are coming to my birthday party tomorrow. Here, the subject, actually Marissa and Jan. So even though there are two people here, but they are the subject, and only one verb, which is are coming to my birthday party, is the object. Tomorrow is the time. So this is a simple sentence. Sentence number 4. Today is a holiday. Silent comment. I'm going to sleep late. Here, you need to be careful. In English, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, it's not everything could be followed by rule. So here, you don't see the conjunction word found boy, but here you have the silent comment. That also means and. So actually, sentence number 4, this is a compound sentence. The last one, I got a glass out of the cabinet and poured a drink. So this is actually a simple sentence because you have one subject, I, and then what do? You got out the glass from the cabinet, pour the drink. So even though this here, you can see here are two actions. So we consider this sentence as a simple sentence because it's only one subject. Okay, and then like and it's kind of connect, link these two verbs together. Okay, so here is a short review about the sentence structure, and hopefully you get an idea and you can see the differences between the simple sentence and the compound sentence. Okay, so this is the first part of our grammar review in week 1. And then the next lesson I will share with you about 3 main clauses in English, which are adverb clauses, adjective clauses, and noun clauses. See you next time. Bye bye.